What up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Dutch. Look, 2K got a serious issue, man, and we're going to talk about it. I watched a video earlier from DBG, man. Shout out to him. I'm going to leave the link to the video in the description below. He was basically talking about this Day of the Dead event that 2K has going on right now and how it's basically a pay-to-win system right in front of our eyes. 2K is exploiting their customers. Check this out right here. To get this Shai Gilgeous Alexander, you need 20 pink diamond skulls. Now, to get these skulls, you have to trade in golds for rubies, ruby skulls for amethyst, amethyst for diamonds, so on and so on. But he broke down the math on how to get that Shai. You need to win like 2,400 offline games to get that Shai Gilgeous Alexander. This event is not meant for no money spent, man. You have to be breaking bread to get that Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Even some of these prizes alone, yes, you can get a diamond card right here for 1 diamond skull, but that is few and far between the card that everyone wants, and that's the Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Now, I did end up getting 1 pink diamond skull from a 10-pack box that I ended up buying. But to grind for these cards, to grind for these skull event cards is crazy, man. They had an event going on over the weekend. You would get 1 gold skull per event. So I played a lot of Breakout, man, and I ended up getting a lot of skulls, but nowhere near the amount that I need to get Shai Gilgeous Alexander. The only way to get that is to gamble on packs with either VC or MT. And like DBG said in his video, even if you're only spending MT, it's still gambling. 2K is trying to get you to spend all your MT, so you have no choice but to buy VC. We all been there, all my no money spent guys. When you don't have no MT, it's like, oh my goodness, man, I don't want to buy VC, so you be extra careful with it. And when you don't have none, it makes the game not fun. So even if we go to the auction house right here, let's check out some of these prices on these older cards. Look, these cards are still going for a grip. Somebody has to be selling MT or buying it, because the average person who's playing no money spent cannot afford these cards. And 2K was very slick and very particular how they did the lock-in system this year. So a lot of people who are pulling these high-end cards, they're locking them in, so there's not going to be any access to them. That's why there's so few up, because imagine if you pull all 3, you probably will end up locking them in for that hidden gem set. So the auction house this year, yeah, is back, but it is a skeleton of itself. It is a shell of itself. It is not what it used to be in 2K23, 2K22, and so on, man. It is completely different. There used to be lots of pink diamonds, lots of rare cards, at least like 50 to 40 up at one time, but now there may be 10, 15, if that, sometimes 0. So 2K has really dried up the market on these pink diamond cards and made them almost impossible to get. And you can't rebuy these packs, so this is no better than 2K24. A lot of guys who are sniping on the auction house, trying to make MT that way, you still have to deal with the escrow, waiting 20, 30 minutes, sometimes an hour to even get your card. So by the time you do snipe it and try to put it up and flip it, it's lost some of its value, because ain't no telling how many more have been pulled. Look, we're gonna go through this barbecue bucket set. Hardly any cards up. This is ludicrous, man. Guys like me who really grind the game, play no money spent, content creators, we're high and dry, man. Unless you are super good at the game and you have the technical skills that a lot of people don't have, which I don't. I'm average at the game. I try to offer tips the best I can, but it's hard to offer tips when you run into Showdown and I have a diamond squad with like 2 pink diamonds and I'm playing the best teams in the game. It's like every game is a sweat fest, man. It's a complete sweat fest. Like I mentioned, I do not have the best team in the world. I can compete, but when I'm playing against straight pink diamond super teams, I even played Eyeball Splash the other day. Right-handed guy, play Eyeball Splash. This guy has won 5 King of the Court tournaments, so he has multiple Galaxy Opals. Dude blew me out. It wasn't even a competition. Why am I playing guys like this? And another thing DBG mentioned, man, what happened to the fast ways to make MT far as Triple Threat Online and Clutch Time Online? This My Team Park thing sounded like a good idea at first, but look how long it takes to wait for a game to complete a game. Back then, you can run 6 or 7 Triple Threat Online games by the time one loads up here. My opinion, next 2K, they need to get rid of this and bring back the old way how it was. If you notice, I don't know if I'm the only one, but everything changed once 2K took contracts out the game. Contracts was their way to basically drain our MT wallets over time. Then they introduced diamond contracts, which still cost a lot of money. MT, 25,000, 30,000 MT for one contract. Now that those are gone, MT has came to a trickle. The only way to make MT fast was Triple Threat Online and Clutch Time Online. Now they took that away, so we're stuck playing Showdown and Salary Cap if you want to get into a game fast, which still takes a lot of time to get into because the player base, I think, is winding down. Okay, now let's take a look at this day of the dead set again. There's only a couple Wimbies up, and the highest bid is at 1.4 million MT. Like how? Who has that much MT to spend? Somebody has to be buying it unless you're ripping hella packs to sell cards that you spent VC on for MT, but nobody has like 1.4 million MT unless you're super grinding the game right now. I have a little under 400,000 and I consider myself a grinder, but like 1.4 million, come on, man. Klay Thompson, only a couple up. This is ridiculous. 2K has to lower these odds, man, or they're going to lose a lot of their player base. They got a lot of people back with the auction house, but it's just not the same with that escrow. Here's a look at some of the new cards that just came out right here. I made this video before they actually dropped, but they went ahead and let us look at a preview of the set. That Steve Francis and that Jermaine O'Neal probably will be dope cards, but good luck pulling them. And unless you've been blessed by the MT fairy gods, you probably ain't got no MT to buy it on the auction house either. So like 2K, what are we doing, man? What are we really doing? I'm trying to still enjoy this game, but I am starting to get burned out from it because it's just like, I can't enjoy my favorite mode, which is Showdown. If I could get matched up with some teams in my skill set or at least above my ranking, okay, fine. Let me match up with a competitive team. I don't want to play Ruby and Amethyst teams either, but let me match up with some Diamond versus Diamonds. Me matching up with pink diamond cards all the time in Showdown is just not adding up. DBG hasn't uploaded in a while, and I can understand why. Ty Debo was frustrated at one point. All the big streamers, all the big YouTubers are talking about this, and it's trickling all the way down to the little guys. We really have nothing else to talk about either because our gameplay can't match our skill set. I mean, I'm not bad at the game, but I'm not this super duper player either where I can go out and compete against these peak diamonds with the team that I have. So it would really be dope if 2K could lower these pack odds to try to give the no money spent guys a chance, or have a Showdown mode with no money spent. Like, make it a lesser mode, man. Make it a lesser mode or something, just straight no money spent. That would be dope. And with these events 2K are doing, lengthen the events, man. You give us 7 days to play 2,400 games for a Shai Gilgeous Alexander. It's crazy. Pack odds are still wild. They're selling us these new bundles right here. I was gonna buy this bundle right here, but I ended up getting just a 10-pack box. Didn't get anything out of it but a Series 1 Giannis. Spent $30 for a Series 1 Giannis. I have more to spend, but why would I? Why? There's a chance I'm not gonna get anything. That's a quick $100, $200 that 2K is gonna get out of my pocket. Not gonna do it. Not even worth it. Not even worth it at this point, because this game will be reset in a couple months and a new 2K will be out and we'll be doing the same thing over and over. 2K is always best at the time that we're at now, when it first starts, before all these super cards come out and we repeat the cycle over and over and over. Are we fools for doing it? I don't know. We all enjoy the game. 2K is pretty much the only game I play. I'm a big basketball head, and this is the closest thing I can get to reliving the glory days and putting my own team together. I love the concept of the game, but it's just too stressful to play it. This is a toxic community. When you're playing people, I have to mute because all we do is talk trash. People downplay you. They say you're trash for not playing well. It just can get very toxic, but that's the game we choose to play. It is what it is. Now these events, back to these again. I don't mind them if they would just lengthen them. They might as well make this event right here for the lifespan of the game. By the time we complete enough games to get Shai Gilgeous Alexander, opals will be out. So it's not gonna hurt you by letting the no money spent guys continue to grind these until the new event comes out. Just make them for the lifelong of the game. It will make perfect sense. 2K would get much more, they will get much more grinding out of their no money spent players, and we will play the game much more if you would extend these events, because 7 days to get that Shai Gilgeous Alexander, if you are a no money spent guy, is ridiculous unless you have a lot of time to grind the game. But I'm not gonna make this video too long. Like I said, shout out to DBG. I'm gonna leave his video link in the description below. Y'all make sure y'all check out the original video. It's very good. It's about 20 minutes long. He inspired me to make this video, so I just wanted to make it for my subscribers if y'all haven't checked out his video. But it's your boy Dutch Dolo, man. We're gonna wrap it up right here. I will talk to you all later. Peace.